Hello, I'm Bernard Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to 90 at 9. This is your morning briefing where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, starting now with news from China, where Xinhua, the official news agency, has reported that it's the government's intention there to not repeat the stimulus of 2008. You might remember back then, just after the Lehman crisis, China invested more than 4 trillion yuan in new apartment buildings, new railways, pumping enormous amounts of concrete and steel into their infrastructure. This helped Australia and New Zealand enormously and softened the blow of the global financial crisis. There is some hope that China may re-stimulate its economy again, which is slowing down. However, many economists now expect only about 1 trillion yuan of a stimulus, and this comment from Xinhua overnight confirms that a big stimulus is unlikely. However, markets were a bit calmer and slightly stronger in the US, stocks up 1% there in late trade, partly because there are hopes that pro-bailout parties in Greece will win the election there on June 17. However, the euro is down and there are still plenty of problems in bond markets there. The German bund, the 10-year yield down to 1.25%, Spanish 10-year bonds out to 6.44%. A bank bailout is still required in Spain and there's uncertainty about how that's done. Also overnight, Roche, the drug company, announced it was stopping supplying 12 hospitals in Spain because their bills hadn't been paid for 2 years. And in New Zealand, the New Zealand Institute of Economic Research has reported it expects a stagnant economy over the next couple of years, slow growth globally, and a rebuild in Christchurch, which is not going that quickly. The official cash rate it sees on hold until 2014, and even suspects a chance of a cut in the next few months. Meanwhile, good news for people here in New Zealand. Newspaper editing for the Fairfax media newspapers in Australia, the Newcastle Herald and the Illawarra Mercury, are going to be transferred to New Zealand. 56 jobs may be lost in Australia. I'm Bernard Hickey. That was 90 at 9 for interest.co.nz. A final congratulations to our publisher David Chaston, who became a grandfather overnight.